as much as I question things all the time with people and myself and my experiences and what I'm perceiving as my reality at the time, I've never had a problem with anyone, but I've had a problem with everyone. That's hard to explain, because I tell people anymore when I come across people, and then if I come across them again in whatever type of experience, in the physical experiences here on Earth, at what people here perceive, the waking hours, when you're awake. There's so much different types of way that so many different ways you can describe this to people, that I try to cover as much as I can, so that it explains more and creates less questions about what I'm trying to come across as. But so everybody's had a problem with that, and so I tell people nowadays, I say, if you'll be fine talking to me for a little bit, but if you get to know me too much, you're not gonna like me, or you're not gonna want to hang around me or talk to me or whatever, because I'll start questioning things, or I'll add to things, and just because if somebody tells me something, and I'll say, okay, what's this, and I'll have to make sure everything's right and stuff. So if it doesn't make sense with something that I've experienced or known something about, I'll question something. If something was left off, or something that I had personally experienced different, or something like that, I'll question things. And so the more somebody is communicating with someone like that, the more they get upset for having to answer to those things. And if they don't have the answers, that's when you can tell when someone's really getting upset about it. And so, or if they've said different answers that they didn't know, and all of a sudden that gets exposed, and then they get really upset about it, because they know that somebody else knows that they weren't being straight or whatever. Anyways, so eventually most people will stop wanting to be around that if someone's like that all the time. But as a lucid dreamer, you kind of have to be, people talk about reality checks and stuff like that. You kind of have to be a little bit questionable of everything that you're experiencing, especially if it's weird or different. Especially if it's weird or different, because in dreams, that's where a lot of weird stuff happens, because as our brain processes information, all that stuff can get jumbled up. And if you're used to ignoring certain things, then you might just ignore a lot of things, and depending on your past experiences with dreams and stuff, and how you've handled them as a child growing up and everything, that will determine a lot. So anyways, question everything, even if you know it. All right, good night, lucid dreams.